sat on top of his head. His wife yawned, stretched, and then exclaimed, "Ay, you Trinity Diaz, that's right." The roof had gone down to the broken roof. Yes, how can that be? The woodcutter asked.
Okay, so from what we have read here, the woodcutter awoke to see tortillas all over his bed. So we can use that for an inference, right? So for your first blank, I think you should write that sentence and we'll figure out why. So in this first blank, you need to write, the woodcutter awoke to see tortillas all over his bed. So write that in the first box. You guys doing good?
Yeah.
Okay. So, the woodcutter awoke to see tortillas all over his bed. So, why do you think he saw tortillas everywhere? It must have done what throughout the night?
Rain.
It must have rained tortillas, right? So, in your evidence box, you would write, because it rained tortillas. And when you finish with this blank, you can keep reading. If you don't mind, I want you to read this page. You can whisper it to me, and I'm just going to listen to you read, okay?
First, what color did you hurt? 100 pounds. Meanwhile, she heard big coins in the backyard. When he returned, she told him the gold disappeared. She explained that she had left the gold on the porch while thinking it was a good place to
Stash. So stash, that means basically to hide something. That's another word for hide.
someone must have snatched it.
So they stashed the gold, but someone took it. So we're going to make an inference together on this page. So I'm just going to read it. I've heard you read it, now I'm going to read it. First, she told her brother to hurry and to take she buried the coins in the backyard?
Because the backyard is like, they would figure it in the backyard, they would probably think it was somewhere in town.
Right, so I think she buried the coins in the backyard to keep them safe from the robbers, so the robbers wouldn't steal them. That sounds good, doesn't it? So, for your inference, what would you write?
I think, she buried the, coins in the backyard.
Right, that's your inference. Awesome, great job. So write that sentence in this box, and then we're going to do our evidence once you finish with that sentence. So I think she buried the coins in the backyard.
Because the robbers would think it was in town.
So to keep them safe from the robbers. Okay, so go ahead and write that for your evidence. Awesome job. Keep reading, okay?
I know how to make them.
You what?
I know how to make them. All you need is flour, and you need a whole water in it. Like you need a whole, and then you put it like on a flat surface.
Do you use cornmeal?
I think you can, but
You use flour.
yeah, you use flour. And then you put it on like a flat base, like a table. You mix the water and the flour, so it can become like
Like a paste? Kind of thick.
yeah, but it won't look like powdery. It'll look like more like a chunk.
Yeah.
And then you can do it many different ways, but we do it like there's like this little pan. It's like, but you don't cook on it.
Oh, you
Like,
don't?
You put it, but you need pans to cook on. But there's like this little thing. You open it up, and then you roll a ball.
Uh-huh.
You put it down, and then you push the.
You mash it down.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
and then there's a little handle to mash it down.
Right.
And then whenever it's like a good circle, you like put it on the pan to cook it, and then it becomes good. So that's how you make tortillas.
You know, I've never had a homemade tortilla before.
I have.
I want to have one because they're probably really good.
If you eat them with this one, it's good.
Yeah, it sounds good. Alright, so I think you're doing great over here, but I just want you to read this page like everybody else, and then we're going to talk.
I still don't understand how it can rain tortillas. The woodcutter wondered aloud. He looked through a window and tried not to see any tortillas. They already washed their way down the river like that. As through reading his mind.
Okay, so I still don't understand how it could rain tortillas. The woodcutter wondered aloud. He looked through a window and was surprised not to see any tortillas. They already washed down to the river, his wife said, as though reading his mind. So, we're going to put what's going on in the picture. So it's been raining tortillas all day and all night, and he finds the tortillas in the house. So I think a good inference for this, I think let's see if we can find a better one. Okay, this is a better one. So, meanwhile, his wife spent the day stacking tortillas in the cupboards. Soon after she had hidden the last one, she heard furious knocking at the door. She opened it. So, what's going on at the door? So, you
woodcutter stole the gold, so now the robbers are mad.
Right, right. So you think the robbers are at the door knocking. Why do you think that? Because someone told them the gold was in the house? Awesome.
About 10 more minutes, so we'll get started. Can we make other boxes on the back?
Sure, if you want. That is awesome. You don't have to if you don't want to, but if you do want to, you're more than welcome to. But when you guys get your 3 inferences and you finish reading the story, you can just sit quietly and then we'll go over it, okay? And if you need some help, just let me know and I'll be more than happy to help you. I don't know. She just walked out. I thought
Okay.
she was coming right back, but I don't know.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
You're fine.
It's hard finding answers.
Okay, let's see what we got. So, I'll show you what we worked on since we're coming up to this page. So read this page for me.
Me and Maya was spent the day stacking tortillas and then cup boys.
Do you know what a cupboard is? Like in a kitchen cabinet. It's just another word for a cabinet.
Soon after she had hidden the last one, she heard Fairy knocking at the door. She opened it.
So, I think this page models a good inference. And I think that because look what's going on in the pictures. She's stacking the tortillas, and then you hear someone knocking. And she's looking at the door like, who is knocking on the door? Who could it be? And the story says she heard furious knocking. Do you know what furious means?
Angry.
Right, so very angry, very probably loud knocking. So, why do you think she heard like really angry knocking? Who do you think it could be?
The robbers.
Why do you think it was the robbers? What were they looking for?
The gold.
Yes, so that's a good inference. So for this blank, I would write, I think the robbers were knocking on the door because what were they looking for?
The gold.
Right. So does that make more sense? Because they wanted the gold. They were knocking on the door because they wanted the gold. We're almost finished, guys.
Some people just, I don't know why people like eating tortillas plain, but like around Mexico, and most people in Mexico eat tortillas with like chicken, beans, like,
I like them with steak, chicken, and like peppers and stuff.
never had it with steak.
Oh, it's so good.
I've had it with chicken,
Chicken's good too, and pork.
and you can get ribs.
Ooh, that's good.
You eat it with the tortilla, and then you can make sauce.
I need to come eat with you one day. All right, so is everybody finished up? Okay, so what did you think of the book overall? Good story? Funny stories? Okay, cool. So now that we finished reading the story, I'm just going to go around and I want each of you to just read one inference that you made from your chart. You can pick any one that you want. So I'm going to start with you. So read your inference and then state your evidence.
The robbers were at the door, knocking.
So that's you think they are at the door knocking. Why were they knocking?
Someone probably told the robbers that the woodcutter had the gold.
Right. So they were probably knocking really furiously to steal the gold back because they obviously want the gold. So I think that's a good inference we can all agree on, don't you think? All right, Logan, give me an inference.
She buried the gold in the backyard because she needed some.
Okay, so I also think that's a good inference. The lady is really scared that the robbers are going to steal her gold, so she buries the gold in the backyard to keep it safe. Cool. All right, you want to read me an inference?
The three robbers were knocking on the door because they were looking for their gold.
Right, so, and I think we left out a key detail. It was furiously knocking, so a really loud, strong knock. And it probably startled the lady. She was probably scared because she heard loud knocking. But we wanted to infer that they were knocking because they wanted to steal the gold. Okay, so awesome. So now on the back, we're going to do a little thing and then we'll be finished. So I want you to write the sentence, when I make an inference, and just write what you do to make an inference. Does that make sense? So when I make an inference, I have to guess what's going on when I don't know. I have to guess what's going on based off of the pictures. Just tell me what you do when you make an inference. So, you find clues from the story to help gather an answer. So if you want to write that, you can. We came up with that together. When I make an inference, I blank.
Jordan let the picture pass me
Alright folks, if you've borrowed crayons from anybody, particularly mine, put them back where they belong.
So when I make an inference, I try to figure out what's going on based off of clues, based off of pictures, based off of problems in the story. So any of those examples would be a good thing to write. How are you doing? You need some help? Okay. So when I make an inference, so when me personally, when I make an inference, I read something, I try to look at everything going on in the picture to give me clues about what's happening. So you could write, when I make an inference, I look at the pictures to find clues. I I look at the pictures to find clues about what's happening. CLUES. You had it right for the most part. About what's
Alright, everybody stand up. Whether
happening.
you want to or not, you have to stand. Because I'm not having any heads down in my class today. Because guess what happens? Your head goes down toward it, your seat goes bye-bye.
Okay, guys, so we're finishing justice. So thank you so much for working with me today. I actually need them for my assignment so I can get a good grade. But thanks, you guys, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you.